Our emergency management team in the city of Elizabeth is prepared for Hurricane Irene. We ask that the citizens of Elizabeth prepare themselves as well. First and foremost, please stay in your homes on Sunday during this tragic storm. If you are needed to be evacuated, the city of Elizabeth will respond if you call us at either 558-2111, 820-4150, or 820-2800 are the three numbers that you can call. You can follow us on Facebook, Nixle, and Twitter for up-to-date information on the city's preparedness in dealing with Hurricane Irene. Stay away from downed power lines. It's important to recognize that staying in your home and away from the windows is extremely important in a high wind situation that will occur with this storm. If necessary, we are prepared to evacuate people and bring them to shelters. Shelters will be opened on an as-need basis at the Mickey Walker Center, the Sampson Center, the O'Donnell Dempsey Towers. If necessary, even City Hall will be open. Firehouses in the city have backup generators in certain locations. Please stay in your homes. Get your cars off the street, park them in a driveway, bring them to higher ground if necessary. If you're in a flood area, the churches that hold afternoon services on Sunday need to rethink their schedule as well. Most important thing you can do is stay in your house on Sunday and get your car out of the street. Most important. The important numbers: 558-2111, 820-4150, 820-2800. Nixle, Twitter, and Facebook will have up-to-date information as well.
The Weather Bureau, they're calling for Hurricane Irene to strike the heart of it sometime around mid-morning to afternoon on Sunday. Some of the projections have shown that the effects of the rain and wind could start hitting us as early as Saturday morning, most likely Saturday afternoon, and get heavier into the evening, with a major part of the hurricane hitting us around Sunday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Sunday morning, or somewhere around midday Sunday. That's when I think the brunt of the storm would probably hit the area. It's supposed to be a Category 1 when it strikes the northeast area here. Category 1 can carry winds from 74 miles an hour up to 95 miles an hour. As of right now, there is no evacuations in place, no mandatory evacuations in place for people who live along the waterfront or marina area in Elizabeth. Right now, I think the best thing, we'll do what we call protecting in place. Most people will be safe if they just stay inside their homes. If they have vehicles that are in low-lying areas that are prone to flooding, and they probably noticed by smaller and other storms the areas have flooded before, then you may want to move your vehicles and you may want to take some precautions. There's a lot of streets and intersections in the city that are prone to flooding, and we are taking measures to try and keep people out of those areas. And if you don't have to travel or go out, the best thing obviously will be to just stay home and stay out of the weather. There's a few basic recommendations, and you can refer to the FEMA website or the www.ready.gov website. They have a lot of tips and hints on things you should do to help prepare. I know you should, they recommend making a go bag should you have to evacuate. Maybe keeping a bag in your car that has certain items, your medicines, your keys, baby formulas, some water, some quick things in case you have to evacuate, just in case. Have a contact number for a relative for emergency if you have to relocate to someone who's in a less affected area, or someone on higher ground, somewhere to go, a backup plan on where to go. Another clue is maybe even turning up your refrigerator's thermostat or your freezer's thermostat now, so just in case things go down, the items will remain cold as long as they're locked inside and you had the temperature up for a short while. Have a good supply of drinking water, a supply of water for sanitary reasons, whether it's to wash up, wash dishes, or even to flush your toilets, because if water service goes out, then you can't flush toilets and things of that nature. So a little water just to dump down and use for that particular purpose. Basically a lot of common sense. Flashlights, batteries, a radio so you can be in contact with what's going on, at least hear what's going on. For the most part, if you're going to stay at your homes, you're going to be there. There's a good chance with the winds that electric service could be affected, because this happens in smaller storms. A lot of tree branches and things come down. electrical wires are brought down, and sometimes we lose electric service. One of the main things to worry about then, of course, if there's anybody on life support systems or whatever, hopefully they're on backup generators, which will be the case in most of the nursing homes and hospitals. But in your home, if you lose power, then one of the things you can do to prepare, if you don't have a generator handy or available to you, load up a couple of coolers or a couple of garbage cans or buckets with ice, because this is only expected to be between Saturday and Sunday, and the weather's supposed to look better by Monday. So if you load up with ice, you can keep things like your milks, eggs, cheeses, things that you may need to eat, some of your perishable items. You'll be able to keep them cold for a couple of days.